we're going to Jackson so I can pick up my prescriptions. It's super fun. It's like the Addict's version of going to like the mall. I take Suboxone, I take 2 antidepressants, and that's something to help me sleep. But I can't. I'm just so tired. I'm not living my best life. I'm living the life that is expected of me. And I'm so scared to step outside the lines because, Sawyer, we'll take Sawyer. You'll lose your daughter.
Hey babe, what's up?
I'm on my way to Jackson.
Nice.
Super nice. Hey, can you call and find out how much I owe for SunPass? Because I have a feeling it's like a lot.
Yeah, mine is too.
Mine's gonna be a ton. I just know it.
Well, we need to get you a SunPass so we stop paying that extra nickel.
Holy shit, a whole nickel. John and I are gonna have differences. We're not married because we're the most compatible people in the world. Do I think we're soulmates? Absolutely.
Well, it's more than a nickel per one. It's like 25% more.
Literally the only place I go is to Sawyer's daycare, so let's be realistic.
Well, we'll get it squared away.
I love that man. He is everything that I've looked for in a husband and a partner and a father.
Send me a picture of your license when you get a chance, because they might ask me for that information too.
You don't remember it?
So like your license number?
Yes.
Am I supposed to be Rain Man?
You're convinced you're an idiot savant.
Definitely 7. Definitely 7.
You're dumb. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
No, I'm so ready for this to be done. It's been like, what, 2 years?
2 years this November.
I'm exhausted with the supervision, and it's nothing against anyone personally. It's so frustrating to look and see the people that I was in rehab with who got their kids back months, even years ago.
I'm prepared for at least another 3 months. I mean, what's 3 more months? But 6 more months, I don't know how I'd take it. I mean,
I think it's very intrusive. We have Sawyer's advocate come once a week. We have to drop, which is basically peeing in front of somebody, at least once or twice a week. For me, mostly twice. I'm told what medicines to take,
how often to take them,
when to take Sawyer to school, what time to pick her up by, and that's not real life. Like, that's not normal. And I'm ready for normal.
It's not to say that a lot of this stuff isn't warranted, I don't think, but so much micromanaging becomes a negative impact on, you know, like our situation.
As far as the court's concerned, we've been model citizens. Like,
I think it's getting to the point where we're just like, we want to start the next part of our life, and until this part closes, we really can't.
It's like a decathlon.
I think it's time for us to have the next chapter in our lives with, you know, me, my wife, my daughter, us together as a family, being able to go and, you know, not have to really answer to anybody all the time. I get it, you know, there's a young child involved, but there just comes a time where it's like, you gotta let us go sometime.
When's enough? Since having Sawyer, everything's been dotted I's and crossed T's. So it's very frustrating for me. I'm frustrated and I'm done.
It has not feeling too good. I need to go to the doctor now. Hey, Doc. Yeah. Okay, let's come check out the foot. He's not feeling too good. Okay, bye. She's coming.
You know, sobriety one thing, being a mom another, and definitely being a stay-at-home mom is completely uncharted territory for me.
a giraffe in there.
There's a giraffe in his ear? How did that happen? But it's also very fun because I get to cook for my daughter and I get to go pick my daughter up from school, and you know, John gets home very late at night, but then sometimes he gets to come home to a clean house. Not all the time, but sometimes. Let's be real.
I'm not messing up my toys.
You got a 3-year-old little girl. Life is good, man.
I don't know. We gotta ask Mommy, because I think Mommy's gonna.
Sometimes it seems like she can do no wrong. Like, even when she's blatantly doing something she's not supposed to. But, she's a lot of fun, man. You couldn't have created a better mix of Allison and I.
You're done? High five. You want some more eggs?
She's funny and kooky like I am. She loves to laugh.
Good job, my love.
I love that little girl.
I haven't been around many 3-year-olds. I'm the youngest child in my family, so I never had a younger sibling.
You like milkshake, guys?
It's the little things that make it so worthwhile with her. Every night it's, you know, Mommy, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Have good dreams. I don't wake up every day thinking about getting high. Most days I am just Mommy. I am just a wife. I'm just me. Look at Mama, say cheese. It's wonderful and phenomenal. But there are bad days. Taking the Suboxone for as long as I have has had some detrimental and adverse side effects. My decision-making process is not great.
It's okay, okay? It's just...
I've always been kind of a free-flowing person, but it's even more like hasty. Like I walk into Walmart and I'll spend $500 on garbage, stuff I don't need. I get dizzy, I get massive headaches. I'm always tired. And it's not conducive to being a parent. I can't counteract it with a sleeping pill because if my daughter needs to get up to go to the bathroom, she calls for me.
No one ever talks about the negative effects of Suboxone. I've been with Allison for 10 years. I've never seen her hold as much weight as she's holding. And the only thing I can attribute it to is the influx of medications that have been brought into her life in the last 1.5 or 2 years. I absolutely hate it. I think it's a great tool, short term, but it is not a long-term drug.
I'm reliant on it. And how is that any different than being a drug addict?
Thank you so much. Very proud of you. Good job. I had a parent in here this morning who has 4 children in her custody. She's been with us about 13, 14 months. She's confident about her sobriety. Got to stay clean. I will, for sure. I feel very comfortable with that mother. I would close the case today and I would bet that she makes it. Case closed. Everybody give her another big hand. Okay, Sarah. All right. Okay. Norland, how you guys doing?
Great.
Good? How's Sawyer doing?
She's awesome.
Everything's going well? Other parents are a lot more fragile. They're hesitant, or they're still making decisions or judgments that aren't conducive to good parenting. Those are the cases that you want to keep open. You don't want to close the case until you know that the parents have a good support system, they're leading a very structured life, they're working if possible, their housing is stable. All right, you go to your meetings.
I haven't found a sponsor yet, but I am going to meetings.
Yeah, but you need a sponsor because you've got to work those steps. Anybody can sit in meetings. That's not working the program.
I've worked all the way up to the 8th step, Judge, before I lost my previous sponsor. So
But you've got to
I
work
get
the
it.
steps.
No, I get it. Believe me, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. But also, it's not a one-size-fits-all, you know?
Yeah, I'd like you to work through your 12 steps. I think it's important for you. You know, you've gotten up to 8, and I'd like you to get a sponsor and go through your steps. It's really important.
I know it is, but it's not exactly like you can just go pluck any person off of a vine.
No, but you also don't have to marry the person.
I'm not. Yeah, but ideals are important.
They are, but there's got to be someone out there.
I just don't have the time after work every day to go hit meetings every day to try and find a sponsor, because then I don't get home until 11 o'clock at night. I don't see my little girl. You know what I mean? When I do get home at night, I spend maybe an hour with her and I'm putting her to bed. You know, I mean, it's just, time is not a commodity I have a lot of at the moment.
But I would really try, because you're going to be out of this court, life is tough, and that's the kind of thing that keeps you sober. Now, what about your Suboxone? Are you seeing Dr. Eris Romero?
I'm not as frequently. I still go to Jackson, but I've
Who do you see?
see
McLeod?
Pamela.
Well, she's not.
Newer.
She's not the doctor, though. Is she the one that you're seeing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many milligrams are you on?
Same amount, 4 milligrams.
Okay. Are you stable?
Overly so.
The science says an individual should not come off of Suboxone until they're extremely stable. Because if you come off of Suboxone when you are not completely stable, there is a very, very high probability of relapse.
I think I'm ready to start the process of coming down.
I would prefer you tell them the judge said to speak to Dr. Eris Romero.
Right.
I think if you're going to titrate, you want to do it now, maybe you should go down a little bit now while the case is still up. If the doctor says so, I'm not saying do it. Do it slowly, but if you start feeling badly, you got to go back up. That's the thing, because you can't risk it. All right? Really, you can't risk it.
Great.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
I really don't think we need to come back till we're ready to close the case.
I was going to ask the January judge.
Yeah, when in January?
January 14th?
Yes, at 1:30.
All right, good.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right,
Thanks, Judge.
bye-bye. Good job, guys.